Sorry, I know some of you guys are on the on the men's boat.
You can see from the back it's not like doing, it's trying to maintain it. It's not bobbing a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
Yeah. Alright, so before we get to the side view, we'll just take a look here. Again, we're looking for good blades straight up and down. So Logan, you can see from this angle, right? You have a bit of an angle going through there. Good, big, strong shoulders, though.
He makes me look like an ant.
I can't even see Lawrence behind
I know,
Adrian.
exactly. It's just like...
It's just Adrian and Logan right there.
I'm such a small boy.
Yeah, so most of you guys, you can see on the exit, you guys are kind of feathering out. I'm just pointing out to Casey in the back. You can see she picks up her paddle versus you can see the way she's bringing that paddle forward. Well, from the side view, we'll be able to see she has to pick up a little bit higher.
Yeah, so she lifts it super high to compensate.
Yeah. Okay, so now let's go to the side view here. Yeah, so even Chris up front, well, let's just let it play for a little bit longer. You guys can observe different areas.
This is the first one.
Yeah, the first 500, yep. Okay, so let's go back and focus on some areas real quick. So I think Chris and Michael have a pretty good timing on their entry together. I know when we were looking at Michael on the other side, he was getting a little bit better blade angle on that catch than I would say Chris gets buried a little bit late. Nicole's catch could be a little bit quicker in. Yeah. Well, I think it's right now, like her exit time, Nicole's exit time is about right. It's just her entry, her catch is a little bit slow. So when she's getting in front, she's not like attacking the water. And then so she finished, like by the time the strokers are exiting, she has to exit, even though she hasn't gotten all the way through. So Adrian, I would move your lower hand down a little bit. You look a little bit outside of like an area where you can get more leverage from your core. And then your top hand on the setup, like that top elbow swinging up, and then when you go into your catch, goes down. There's a little bit of looseness in that top shoulder when you set up that way. So you're trying to wind up with the elbow and then slam down. Eventually you're going to destroy your shoulder. Okay. So Lawrence, I think on the long stroke it's not as pronounced due to that bobbing, so I think it's okay here. I pointed out to some of you guys earlier, just be careful about that top hand collapsing into your chest at the end of the stroke. So Logan, I think the only thing I would say, it looks like your blade ends up like slipping a little bit right here because of what your top hand's doing on the catch. So if you were to maintain this angle and the top hand weren't to like push forward, so if you look right here as you're catching in,
Right there.
see how the top hand like kind of moves forward instead of like with the shoulder like driving down this way, it's like kind of going out a little bit. So then you end up at like that little sweet spot of pressuring down with the blade face kind of pressuring down this way. You end up going kind of like this.
He doesn't do that when he's stroking.
So we should put him in one. Well, maybe it's because you're sitting next to John, so it's like his technique's rubbing off a little bit. It's not as bad though. But both of you guys are like, I don't know, maybe you kind of see him out of the corner of your eye. Both of you guys are like not sitting up all the way through that pull. Well, I think Lawrence, you could sit up a little bit more.
Yeah.
Too.
It's my really
You're
bad
kind of like,
posture, bro.
yeah.
Core work.
I don't have a core.
So I have to work on it.
What core?
Okay. Let's see here. Let me see if I can find. Okay, so if I'm gonna, so a couple of the ladies back here, the video is moving. Okay, let me move back. Sorry. Okay. Kind of looks pretty solid. Yeah. So Mui, I think you've definitely worked on it quite a bit. There's still just a little bit more of a positive at the end when you get buried. That could be achieved. Okay, and then lastly, Casey, even on your long strokes, there's still a little bit of disconnection between that unwind and when you get fully buried. So right here, again, once that blade is in, right, two opposing motions, downward pressure and sitting up against that creates that leverage against the paddle. So you're kind of going down, 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 and then you don't sit up until that lower hand gets past the knee. Okay. Okay. Is there anything else you guys want to add to these right now?